The idea was to be able to report on an aggregate manners of the results of our project. So let's say the first layer that we had to build was to set up a set of indicators that will allow to measure those results. Of course, behind that there was a number of concepts that we have to harmonize and explain, and that's what we did in a paper in 2013, in which we outlined the methodology of this result framework. And then in a successive paper, 2015, we indicate which were the key indicators that we were using in order to measure our results. Of course, this was, as we call it, a snapshot. We couldn't cover all the universe of the project that we fund, but this represents, let's say, a very important share of what we do. Then in terms of methodology, we have to make some restriction, because at that time we could not collect all the information available. So we said that we will concentrate only on results of completed projects. And that's where, what was an important element. And then we also set up a threshold, so we only look at projects of minimum 750,000 euro value. These indicators were determined through a very important consultation we have within DEVCO first, but also with our member states and with our key partners, in order to make sure that we were really capturing the key of our interventions. And they were based, of course, at that time, at the key policy document, which was the Agenda for Change. In the meantime, we had important changes. We were moving from a setting where we were looking at MDG, Millennium Development Goals, to another set known as Sustainable Development Goals, with an important policy component, but also with an important vision, because with the SDGs we are really bringing all partners, being governments, NGOs, international organizations, and even citizens who voluntarily participate to this process, all together in one foundation, in one universal concept, and all of us pushing for this sustainable development goals. So what we are doing right now is we are taking those indicators and now revising our framework in order to be able to capture this new important objective as far as our funding is concerned. We would like to adapt the structure to the SDGs and using the notion of the 5 Ps. So, what are we doing for the people? What are we doing for the planet? What are we doing for the prosperity? Partnership and peace. So important concepts that are much easier to communicate, and we are moving a little bit away from a very technocratic language. On the top of it, we try to move out of the complete projects and try to measure results of ongoing projects. The idea is that with this new framework, we will be able to really give a much more close to us photograph of what is happening on the ground. Right now, the average life of our project is between 3-4 years. So we will wait until 4 years until we can collect the results. And by that time, things can have so much change that their value in terms of informing a dialogue, of informing other initiative, may be pretty low. With these ongoing results, we really hope that we can give a much closer evidence, let's say. So we hope that by May, June, we will be able to issue this new framework that will allow us to start in September, in the late part of the year, to collect information and results based on the new framework.